Welcome to HopexPodcast. This episode we talk about Hopex Educational Institutional Program. It's going to give you details and everything that you need to know. It's going to be a program that helps out young teenagers, adults, elderly, anybody in general on intercourse and protection when it comes to having either sexual intercourse or controlling oneself. I hope it helps you to understand more in your journey in life. And for young adults, I would really encourage people like parents and friends and family or anybody that's willing to take it to tell other people because it's going to be very useful. We don't have a lot of educational topics that talk about how people, especially young people, can protect themselves or how not to get pregnant. So this educational episode, we talk about all of that. I hope it helps you become better, and I hope it helps you to understand why we're creating this platform, this program for people. I really hope it helps you. I'm Praise Hopel from HopexPodcast, and stay tuned. I am Praise Hopel from HopexPodcast, and today's topic will be Hopex Educational Institutional Intercourse Learning. This is a program for a lot of teenagers, especially. It's for anybody in general, but most especially for teenagers and teen adults or young men and women that are just growing into puberty age. This episode will help you to understand the purpose of Hopex Educational Institutional Intercourse Learning, because it's a program that will help you to understand how to be cautious of yourself as a woman and how to also control yourself as a man. Not just growing up into puberty, but also understanding signs and feelings during this young age. And the reason why this episode is important is because I realized that this new generation are giving birth to children at a very young age, between the age of 13 to 21, even some below that. So I, Praise Hopel, decided to just give my experience, my understanding, because I am also currently finding ways and understanding things more every day on when it comes to the human body and how our body responds to people around us, especially people that we are attractive to. So if you're a mom or a dad, a father, a mother, a cousin, a niece, a nephew, an uncle or an auntie, or a friend, a guardian, a parent, whoever you are and you're listening right now, and you want your kids to understand puberty or feelings they might be getting, like crush on boys or feelings for girls, or not wanting to talk about their feelings, we have something that will come up, which is a program. I just mentioned it earlier. It's called Hopex Educational Institutional Intercourse Learning, and it will be variety of classes that these young adults will take that will help them to understand sexuality and how to use condoms, how to be protective, how to not get pregnant at a very young age, how to be cautious, how to treat yourself and behave when it comes to intercourse. And it's going to be something educational that a lot of people will actually learn from. So this has no limit to age. Well, it does has a limit to age. Let me rephrase that. From age 8 to 1,000, if anybody could be 1,000 possibly. So this will be very helpful for anybody in general. Now, this program will start on November the 2nd, which will be a Monday. It should have been November the 1st, but we had to change the date because it was on a Sunday and we don't open on Sundays. So it's going to be November the 1st. The 2nd. These classes are very helpful for females and men. Females that are going through the new road, the life of womanhood or growing into womanhood. And also for men that are growing into manhood and they're having feeling. They think they're men or bosses. So I will be teaching a lot of classes on there personally myself, but I will not be the only person teaching because I have teachers and professors, of course, other people that has been through this age that will be advising young women and young men, older men and older women. Middle age, young adults hold about intercourse. And people asked me these questions when I decided to brought up this idea of a program to help young adults. They started asking me questions like, why would I add adults to the question? Why would I add elderly people to the questions? Well, if you really want to hear the story, here it goes. I have met other people that it sounds crazy, but I've only had maybe a few sexual intercourse with maybe one partner or two partners, and they never went back to doing it again. I have seen elderly people that their marriage and their life didn't turn out well because of their sexual, if they're sexual active or not, which is personal. And I have had adults that felt like their kids or their children need help when it comes to not just puberty, but young women when it comes to getting pregnant and protecting themselves from disease like STDs and HIVs and all of that stuff. And they also talk about young men tricking young women and young women falling into the trap or trying to satisfy young men because they are having these feelings, which is normal. It's normal to feel beautiful, to feel pretty, to want to do things when you like people or have crush on them. And it goes for men too, to feel grown and to look good and to talk to the girls. It's okay. It's normal. It's called puberty. And everybody has to go through that age. But at the same time, that's why we have to educate our children, because HIV, it's actually real. STDs are real. Different transmitted diseases is not just HIV or STDs. It's a lot that is real. That is why this educational program is not just talking to young and adults, but also the elderly, because we have people that I am telling you, you listen to their life history when it comes to sexuality or intercourse, and I am saying it is absolutely not just overwhelming but unbelievable that how much this program has to do with the impact of the reason why we actually want to have it. So it doesn't have limit to age except 8 and below. So if you're going to register on Hopex program, it's going to start on November the 2nd. This program, you can monitor your kids that are 8 to 18, and if you don't want to monitor them, we're going to create a section just for those age 8 to 18, and it's going to teach them all about protection, intercourse, puberty, natural feeling, how to protect themselves, and how not to get pregnant when you're not ready, and how not to just get somebody pregnant for the man and just walk away, So we're going to have a lot of adults that has had experience, of course. We're going to have a lot of elderly people that's going to talk to these people, to these young, beautiful, handsome, amazing people, young teens and adults. We're going to have programs for each age. So I am encouraging people to please join the program, not just because it's going to help you, but me as well. I'm learning every day. You can never learn everything. It's an impossibility. It's just you, yourself. Just you. It's impossible to learn everything. So that will be coming up on November the 2nd. We will be giving more information on this episode. So stay tuned as we continue. We will also be giving more information as November comes closer and closer, because this is September the 12th. And as time goes on, we will give you more information. Just always check back on our podcast and listen to it. That way you can keep up with all the information you need to know on this Hopex program. Now, talking about information, we're still working on the page, which is going to be on our site, HopexMarket.com. Of course, is where everything is. We're going to have where sections for all ages. It's going to be age 8 through 18 and 18 through 1000. My friend actually laughed when I said 1000. He said, why 1000? He said, does anybody ever become 1000 years old? I said Methuselah. He said Methuselah never was 1000 years old. I don't know how old he was, but it's not just a joke, just in case somebody actually gets to 1000. Don't just ease and don't just ignore what I'm saying. I actually mean it. You never know. Maybe somebody might actually get to that age. But it's just saying, literally 18 to a lifetime. So, information number 1. November 2nd, it starts. You can start registering for the program. Information number 2 is that for the first 30 days, talking about pricing, it's free for the first 30 days. You don't pay any money. None. It's free. But you will have access to just videos and live, seminars or meetings. Now, after 30 days, your access to have time or access to all those videos that you've been watching for 30 days, it's not going to be taken away from you. You're still going to have that. So that's not going to be taken away. But after 30 days, you will not have access to the locked videos, tests, questions, because it's going to be, of course, more information every month. People are going to have testimonies. People are going to talk about a lot of things. So the price after 30 days is $4.99, which is $5 a month. That's $60 a year. This information will change your life, not because I'm saying it. It will only change your life if you use that information and comply with the information. You just don't watch a video or didn't learn anything from it, just throw that at the back of your head. Information number 3 is that besides the prices and videos, it's also going to help you to understand a lot about puberty and feelings that you might be having as you grow older. This is me talking to teenagers right now. I mean, for this 1 minute, maybe less. So that's for you teenagers. It's gonna talk to you about protection, how to protect yourself. Even adults now. This moment for adults and everybody that's listening. Because I have met adults that think they know it all, how to protect themselves. But really, we have conversation and they will bring up a topic like, oh, really? So you can go through that to protect yourself. And I go, wow. So you didn't know that. And these people are adults, they're older than me. It's not because they're not intelligent. It's not because they're not useful or they don't have knowledge or understanding of what's going on in the world. It's because they just never knew about it. Like I said, we don't know everything. We are always learning. We're human beings. We learn every day as we grow. So, you never know. You're going to learn from this as well. Information number 4. A lot of information will be coming up about people that has contacted HIV and how they can protect themselves and still have a perfect, normal, great life, and other sexually transmitted diseases that not just incurable, but that they are dealing and going through as well. That's information number 4. Information number 5. We're going to be using a platform that's going to be useful for a lot of people. This platform is going to be called H.E.L.P. It's more like a social media platform that's very useful for people to communicate with each other all over the world. So all the students from age 8 through 1000 can definitely be on this platform. It just is going to be different age, different conversation, different page. H.E.L.P is a group page. It's more of a group social media platform that people can just chat, communicate, talk to each other, learn to know each other, and you can post on H.E.L.P videos. More like Instagram. Message each other, like photos, share videos. It's actually right now on Hopexmarket.com/H.E.L.P. So if you want to go check it out, you can definitely check it out, but you cannot unlock the program yet. You cannot unlock all these educational tools yet because we're still working on those pages that's going to be a useful tool for people that are willing to learn and that will eventually join the program. Information number 6. When you join the program, understand that your personal life, it's your choice to put it out to the world, and it's your choice to keep it to yourself. So if you want to put your personal life on social media, okay, that's your choice. No judgments here. If you want to keep it to yourself, that's your choice. But people talking about their personal life sometimes helps other people. I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying don't do it. Because I have actually learned a lot from people's personal experiences that I have learned from experiences that's not real or that never came into reality. Imaginations. I've learned a lot from people's personal life that has helped me to become part of the person that I am or the person that I became today. Personal experiences from my friends, my family, strangers, and people that I have met during my life has helped me more than other information that I have learned by imagining things or just imagining things, saying that they're real even when they're not. Personal experiences has helped me become somebody that I never thought that I would ever become today. This information number 6 is very important because I deliberately meant to mention it. I wanted to sink in that because you share a personal experience to the world does not mean that nobody learned from it. I am one of those people that have learned from it, and I am using other people's personal life without mentioning names, without judging anybody, to teach other people and to understand this world as it goes on. Information number 7. People that are willing to join the podcast, the program, please respect each other. Do not disrespect each other on this H.E.L.P, on any page, on any conversation. If you're online or on the phone, wherever you are, that you will be at the time when the program starts and you will try and start to communicate with each other and people. If you want to be there for a specific person, be there, but do not be obsessive. Do not be addictive because people get addicted with each other. It's your choice. Whoever you have a conversation with, however you have conversation with people, whatever you all do together. But please, do not put other people's life in danger. Do not put other people's life in danger. Do not disrespect each other. Do not judge people. You can always contribute to a problem, but in a positive way by helping to make it better, not making it worse. Do not disrespect each other and judge each other because your life is perfect and of course somebody else doesn't have that life. But no, it's not allowed. You're going to be blocked. You're going to be taken away from the program. We're going to withdraw you from the program. You will not get a refund. And no, you will never be allowed to use our platform ever again for Pexi or any communication or any program. Disrespect, arrogance, negativity is not allowed. So please do not do it. Information number 8 or 9. I think I lost count. I think it's 8. Yeah, it's 8. Information number 8. After you join this program, you have any questions, email not just me, but praiseopal@yahoo.com or praiseopal@gmail.com. It's the only email we have right now, and we reply to a lot of people. It's our job, of course, so you can definitely email us at that. You can also call us at 404-254-9722, or you can text us with the code EIL, which is Educational Institutional Learning. You can text us with this code and ask whatever questions you want to ask, and we will reply within 48 hours. Do not get obsessed, because that I've seen happen in the past with other platforms. People get obsessed with each other, track each other, and do bad things to each other. So please do not do it. We will make sure that you are found. This is not a threat. This is a fact. We will make sure that if you threaten anybody or do anything bad to them, or try anything negative that's dangerous or would threaten anybody's life, we will make sure that you are officially dealt with. We will make sure that they find you. Okay? We will make sure that this platform will be a place that if you try to hurt anybody, you will be held accountable, and the government or whatever authority will under you will go from there. It is not allowed. Do not hurt each other. This is not what this platform is for. Helping each other, loving each other, supporting each other. This is what it's for. This is the foundation that I am laying for this company, and I would like everybody to respect that. If you have any questions on Hopex program that will be coming up on educational, institutional, sexual, intercourse learning, or any other learning, because we have a lot of good stuff coming this year and next year, so watch out. Always come to our podcast and listen to what we have to say. We have a new episode that come up. Now we've changed the date of our episode. It's gonna be once a week, every Thursday. It used to be every other Thursday, but it's not every other Thursday anymore. Now it's once a week. Every Thursday, we have a new episode come up by 6 p.m. So by 6 p.m. we should have a new episode. You can listen to it at any time. You can download it. You can share it. We don't have limit to whatever you do with it. It's okay. Do not edit the things that we say and change the words just because you want to be mean. That's not nice. Don't do that. Love each other. Remember that love and peace, understanding, tolerance, enduring, peace, the willing to try, and the strength to keep on trying, and seeing the humanity and humans in each other. And love is the only thing that can make us and help us to conquer this world. So keep on, don't forget that. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Comment below. Send us email. You know our email, praiseopal@yahoo.com, praiseopal@gmail.com. Call us, text us 404-254-9722. We're willing to hear you. We're willing to reply. We would love to hear from you. I am Praise Opal from HopexPodcast. Thank you for listening, and come back again. Hopex Educational Institutional Learning Program talked about a program that will be coming up soon on HopexMarket.com. Will be where the program will take place for people that are willing to help each other and introduce this learning to teenagers and adults, or learn more about sexuality and life, intercourse, or understanding of intercourse learning. It's going to talk about everything, but For the younger ones that are very young, we are going to have a different platform or links for them as they learn, just because they're really young, and of course we don't want to expose themselves, them to a lot of things they shouldn't be exposed to at a very young age. So this episode talks about all of that. If you have listened to the episode, then I hope it gives you all the information that you need or that you will need for this program. It's for teenagers and adults. It doesn't have limit to age 8 through 1000, but it does have limit to age 8 below. People say that 8 is very young, but for some girls it's not. When they start getting the other side of womanhood and they start growing into the world. And for a lot of boys, it's not either. We have kids that grew into womanhood at a very early age, starting 8 as a very common quarter mark, or 10. So 8 is not something too young to learn this type of program, because of course it's not going to talk about grown-ups things until they turn 18 or 15 and above. We're still debating on that. But I hope this episode helps you to understand what the program will be about. If you have any questions, you know what to do. 404-254-9722. You can text us or call us. Our email, praisehope@yahoo.com, praisehope@gmail.com. And this information can be found on our page as well. If you go to the HopexPodcast, you will also see this information there. So feel free to call us, text us, email us. I hope it helps everybody out that's willing to help themselves and their elder ones or junior ones, teenagers, teens, adults. And I'm going to be learning as well. So cannot wait to start this lessons and these online classes. I encourage a lot of people to at least check it out. I'm Praise Hopel from HopexPodcast. Thank you, and come back again.